Yellow. In recent years, MTN has been on a dedicated mission to achieve gender equality. Our efforts had been geared towards ensuring parity for women across the organization. More than merely increasing women's representation across our business, our focus includes concerted efforts to drive equality, equity, and an inclusive environment where all our women can thrive. Globally, our workforce comprises over 40% women, and we aim to achieve our gender equal ambition of 50% women by 2030. In 2021, we proactively identified our gender pay gap and have implemented various strategies to close this gap. Gender pay is an important metric in our effort to achieve gender equality at MTN. It reflects pay parity across the organization. It is important we understand what gender pay gap means and how it is different from equal pay. When we talk about equal pay, we're talking about men and women being paid similar for the same job and at the same level in the same market. At MTN, our pay philosophy is built on equal pay principles and adopts a global, recognized reward methodology. Reward levels are determined by level of work, nature of the job, and degree of specialization. Gender pay gap, however, examines the difference between the mean average and the median pay of all women at MTN to that of their male colleagues, regardless of level, specialization, role, and nature of work. Like most companies, MTN too has a gender pay gap. So what does the gender pay gap tell us? Gender pay gap provides a holistic view of the earning ability of men and women in the workforce. For example, if more men are placed in higher paid senior or specialized roles than women, it leads to the average and median numbers of men being higher than women. This is the gender pay gap. The nature of the gender pay gap calculation is such that the gap will fluctuate each year. This is influenced by both changes in our business and percentage of women across level and positions. Gender pay gap is a lasting commitment and requires us to systematically manage and monitor our pay gap. It requires us to be conscientious of gender equal hiring for senior roles and institute measures that help maintain parity. Since identifying our gap, we've made significant headway in decreasing it. In 2023, we saw our biggest decrease in the gender pay gap to date. Our total mean gap decreased by 3.2% year on year. This milestone has been the collective effort from teams across our footprint and businesses. We're exceptionally proud of the progress we've made in reducing the gap over time, increasing women representation, and partnering with like-minded organizations such as UN Women and He4She to further our ambitions for a gender equal world. But we know there is more to be done, and we remain committed to playing our part in creating a more inclusive and equal future for women.